What it do, what it do, what it do. It's your boy Big Vibe Opinion back with another live video. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that share button. And most importantly, make sure you sub to the channel. Turn on that post notification bell so that you be notified each and every time that your boy Big Vibe is going live, man. With that being said, let's get into this intro. R.Kelly asked that everyone come together and push the message about this BOP officer, Natasha K, sharing his private emails and conversations with government star witnesses. Now, you have people that are out here doing the work, pushing the message. If those people that are pushing the message about this BOP officer is being attacked by so-called R.Kelly supporters, you should think twice before you listen.
And I just really want people to know, I appreciate anybody that's helping me. I appreciate anybody that's helping me. A lot of people have been there for me. I just don't want people going back and forth, being mad at each other because one person did this for me and another person did that for me. That's what the devil wants. He wants to cause confusion. That's what these people want. They want to cause confusion. And confusion ain't going to do nothing but keep me in here. But the real thing here.
Welcome to Big Vibe Opinion. Moderators, with my permission, any negativity in the chat should be hidden from this channel. This channel is a negativity-free channel, drama-free channel, and we are here to push the message out. We will not be distracted. So with my permission, any negativity in the chat should be hidden from this channel. Welcome to Big Vibe Opinion platform.
Prosecution. Yeah, that's right. And I can appreciate that there's emotions that run high and people don't necessarily value how the government goes about getting what they consider to be justice. But when the government runs amok, right now it's R.Kelly, tomorrow it's somebody else. And maybe it's someone you care about tomorrow. Maybe it's a loved one of yours. To keep the government honest and to keep them in check, the system has to work for all of us. The R.Kellys of the world, the Bill Cosbys of the world, and then people that we don't even know. And so my job is to make sure the government does it the fair way. And if they didn't do it fair, it just doesn't count. It's like if you cheat during a football game and you want to declare victory, you can't because you cheated. And it is my job to hold the government responsible.
With me, for all you know what you get with me.
Bro, you happy about giving people
Nigga,
that
you know how much motherfucking money they gave me for that?
How much?
$200.
At the same time, because I know who I was talking to. It's hard to trust people. People take my words, they twist them, and all I'm trying to do is get out the truth.
Yes.
And that's the only reason I continue talking is because even though I'm in the dark and don't know who I'm talking to, my strength comes from because I'm telling the truth. So I was going to say, man, you mean to tell me a BOP disciplinary hearing officer is going to just wake up one day and say, let me just take a chance on my career, losing my career and going to jail, and just access all of my private phone calls?
It doesn't make sense because personally I wouldn't risk my career like that.
That's my point. Let me just take a chance and just access R.Kelly's records, private records between him and his girlfriend and his attorney 153 times. So let me do it 153 times. Let me let me scan that to my own personal Gmail, and then let me send that to a blogger, Tasha K, who happens to know my girlfriend Joycelyn father really good, who happens to know the parents of the government witness in my case. These are not coincidences, man. This is a plan. You know what plan it is? People have to figure that out for themselves. But it's a plan. Those are too many coincidences. And who's gonna do that? And besides, I'm already going through enough. So I wrote this thing down because I don't want to be scrambling on this phone for my little 15 minutes.
I got you.
And I know my own handwriting, so when people hear me say I wrote this down.
What up, what up, what up, what it do, what it do? It's your boy Big Val Opinion back with another live video, man. Hope everybody having a great Sunday, man. Great Sunday of football. It was a great Sunday of football. What's up, everybody? Welcome, Lady B Earth, Stephanie, G-Lo, EJ. What's going on, man? I tell y'all, bro, it's some. I tell y'all, man, this R.Kelly sector. This R.Kelly sector is one hell of a sector. This R.Kelly sector is one hell of a sector. Man, these people, you know, everybody want to be his lawyer. Everybody want to be his spokesperson. Everybody, you got so many people want to be in these positions. You got everybody that know everything. I mean, I just never seen such a fucking thing. I never seen such a thing, you know. But my goal is to stay focused, continue to spread the message, continue to bring awareness to what it is that's going on in this R. Kelly case. Tonight we're gonna try and listen at Gloria Allred. We're gonna try and listen to what Miss Gloria Allred has to say about the R. Kelly supporters and fans. Also, we're gonna go back. I got a little clip from the storm. If you have already seen it, I posted it on my shorts. Just a little clip from Storm interview with R. Kelly. But we're gonna let some people get on up in here before we get started.
This lady is that stole all of my information and shared it with a damn blogger. Bloggers become bloggers and big time bloggers like Tasha K by sharing information.
That is true.
Especially celebrity information.
Right.
So this DOP officer knew damn well what she was doing when she gave it to Tasha. She knew what she was going to do with it. And if she didn't know, she still knew the capabilities, the possibilities of what she could do with it being my R. Kelly's information. And she gave it to her regardless.
Well, of course, and she was a fan of Tasha's as well, and she watched the show, and she decided to do that for whatever reason. She decided to do that, but she was a fan of hers as well, and 20,000 people watching live heard that.
Storm says that the person who gave Storm said the person who gave Tasha K this information was a fan, a huge fan of Tasha K's show. And he also said that it was 15 to 20,000 people watching her live that all heard this person who gave Tasha K R. Kelly's jail records. Um, just listening to the Storm interview, and we all been trying to figure out about this BOP officer. Is it a man? Is it a woman? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Well, that's a clue right there. I feel as though, I personally feel as though that's a clue right there that Storm dropped when he said that she's a huge fan of Tasha K's show, whoever this person may be. But on the other hand, let's get ready, man. Let's get ready.
I want you to do me a favor. I want you to put all of your thoughts, all of your worries and problems, and forget about them. Because tonight is about me and you. No fake love, no patience, no too late, just us. No phone calls, no messages, no family, no friends. I just wanna be alone with you, alone. I just wanna get it on with you. Yeah, feeling I feel. Here's what I wanna do, baby. Just wanna take the time and night, holding your body tight, keeping you warm. Nothing gonna stop this feeling, no. I just wanna take the time and night, holding your body tight, keeping you warm. Yeah, nothing gonna stop this feeling. Nothing. Listen, baby. No bill collectors, no landlords. Your boss is tripping, just ignore it. You got plans, call them off the CD. Take it off the call.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Man, free R.Kelly ASAP. Free Kells ASAP, man. But yeah, yeah, Tasha K dad was a retired BOP officer. JT, I don't know anything I don't know anything about um that part. I'm not that deep into I'm not that deep into the R. Kelly sector like that. I'm just a supporter just like you guys that's in the chat. I'm no different than you guys that's in the chat right now. I'm just a supporter that have a platform that comes out and speak. I don't know anything, any of the personal I don't know any of the personal things that's going on with people. I only focus on what it is that I think is best for me to do and what I think is best for us to do as supporters. And that's listen to R. Kelly words and push the message that R. Kelly has asked us to push. And that was about this BOP officer, illegally obtaining his information. I put out a video earlier tonight about when R. Kelly was on the call with Storm, and Storm referenced to him about this BOP officer being a huge fan of Tasha K's platform, which we all know Storm uh which we all know Storm and Tasha K was very close at one time. So they had a great friendship at one time. What happened with their friendship, I'm not too familiar with that, but I know they have parted ways. Um, but my thing is this, for people to come out and say that people come out and say that they support R. Kelly. They support R. Kelly. In this comment, someone left a comment, and I'm not bashing this person or anything like that. But like, how can you be out here representing somebody, but then you call them dumb or stupid or anything like that? Like, I don't understand that. Like, how could you be for me, but you call me dumb or stupid or idiot or anything to that nature? Like, how could you be for me? I'm trying to understand it. How can you be for me, but then in the same breath you call me stupid or dumb or any of that shit? I don't understand it. I don't get it. I'm not a part of none of that. I come in peace. I'm about peace. I'm about unity. I'm about togetherness. I'm not no detective. I'm not a police. I'm not none of that. I'm just a person that's a supporter who support the injustice in the fight against the injustice of R. Kelly. I believe in justice. I believe in it being served, but I believe in it being served properly. And when it's not being served properly, it don't just affect the person that the injustice is going against. It affects all of us. So, man, the thing about it is, man, in this sector, bro, you have to separate yourself. You have to separate your emotions from a lot of the things that go on, because people get caught up in a lot of stuff sometimes that could be avoided. It don't even it doesn't be that it doesn't be that serious. And for me, I'm just a fan. I like R. Kelly music. I'm a supporter of what up, Nick Step? Nick Step said, so what do you feel should be done since there are facts? What should happen to prosecutor and judge whoever reach I feel if he's guilty, give him a fair trial. I feel the same thing. I feel like if he's guilty, give him a fair trial. Give him a fair trial. That's a good question, Nick. But what we can do as supporters, what we can do as taxpaying citizens, we have the right to ask questions as far as how is this BOP officer able to access this man's records and send them outside of prison. Send them outside of the prison. This BOP officer not only accessed this man's records, but she accessed them. Then she sent them outside of prison, which his prison correspondence got in the hands of the star witness involved in his New York trial. Okay, so this is a comment. This is a comment from earlier on one of my videos, and I want y'all to see this. This is a person who say they are for R. Kelly. They say they for R. Kelly. They say they fight for the injustice. But I keep trying to understand, how could you be for R. Kelly and you calling him stupid for speaking? Or you saying he should have never done this? We all out here. All of us are free. All of us have our phone watching YouTube. We can get up out of our bed and go outside and breathe some fresh air. We can go to the store and make groceries. We can go to the mall and make a shoe run. We can go out to the club and have a good time. We can do whatever we want. We have the freedoms to do whatever it is that we choose to do. But a man that's incarcerated and comes out and say he feels like he's inside of a casket kicking. The man said he's feel like he's been buried alive, and he's speaking. And now that he's speaking, you have people that's supposed to support this man, that's calling him a damn fool, or saying he's stupid, or saying he's dumb for speaking. How is it that this man is stupid? How is this man stupid? How is he dumb for speaking about the injustice that was done to him? Who better to speak about the injustice that was done to him other than himself? See, my biggest focus is Robert Sylvester Kelly. My biggest focus is what I heard this man say in this phone call. My biggest focus is this man saying, I had a good chance of winning my case, but that chance was taken from me. When I hear this man say, I had a good chance of winning my case, and then he say, but that chance was taken from me. This is why I do this shit. This is why I speak. This is why I advocate. I don't have a problem with nobody. I don't worry about what another grown man do. I don't worry about what another grown woman do. It's not my business. I stand on principles. I stand on principles. And if I can't help the situation, I'm not going to put my input in the situation at all. If I can't help you, I'm damn sure not going to hurt you. That I'm not going to do. I know how to mind my business because I was taught to mind my business. Don't nobody have to tell me that. Georgia girl say, back to the bushes she go. I don't know. I don't know if they're Georgia girl or not, but if you're going back to the bushes, go ahead. I mean, I don't know what the fuck's up with people these days, man. This YouTube shit get too personal for some people, and this shit ain't personal whatsoever. It's either you're going to advocate or you're not. Either you're going to support or you're not. All this other shit, man, I'm not understanding it, man. This is what makes it so hard. I mean, this is what makes it so difficult to come on here and try to be genuine. Because people, when the first time you're not doing something that people want you to do, then you become a bad person, or nobody got nothing, they don't support you the same way, or this, that, and the third. I'm not understanding. This shit is free R.Kelly. Free Robert Sylvester Kelly. Free Robert Sylvester Kelly. That's what it's all about. I don't know about nothing other than what R. Kelly has spoke about on his phone call. I ain't dismissing nothing. I'm not talking against nothing. I don't know nothing. Only thing I know, if y'all go through my videos, the only thing I know is the only thing that I've been playing. The recordings from Storm, different little things here and there. But outside of that, I know nothing. But who's to say Jennifer didn't tell R. Kelly, it's okay to speak about what has happened to you? Well, if it's a motion out there, if it's an affidavit out there, if the news, now hold on. Now we're gonna talk, we're gonna speak about this shit and be realistic about this. They talked about this, they have a whole article about what he's talking about. There's a whole article about what R. Kelly talked about in the phone call. There's a whole article that was printed up in the Chicago Sun-Times. There was a whole article. There was a whole article in the Chicago Sun-Times about everything that R. Kelly talked about in the phone call, as far as the BOP officer, this, that, and the third. But this person right here kind of rubbed me in a way, because they say R. Kelly a damn fool for doing that interview. I know his attorney did not approve of it. How do you know what his attorney approved of and did not approve of? How? How do you know that? How do you know that? Then you say what Tasha K done wasn't in the New York trial. That right there alone tell me that you don't know what you're talking about. When you say that what Tasha K done wasn't in the New York trial, that right there let me know that you don't know what you're talking about, and clearly you haven't been following the case. Clearly you haven't been following this case. For you to even say what Tasha K done wasn't in the New York trial, you clearly aren't following what this man is saying. You clearly haven't seen the affidavit. You clearly haven't read the motion. It's a lot of things you clearly haven't done to be speaking. But you say R. Kelly is a damn fool for doing an interview. But then you come and speak and you don't even know the facts or the details to the things that you're speaking about. But R. Kelly is a damn fool. And he's incarcerated. You're in the free world. Make that make sense. If what Tasha K done wasn't in a New York trial, what trial was it in? What trial was it in? Okay, we're gonna ask. We're gonna see if we're gonna see if this was what trial was this in. Let's see what the father have to say about the motion that Jennifer Bonjean put in.
He wasn't
Well,
even 18.
you know what? And see, this is my thing because I'm watching everything that's going on, and don't none of y'all seem happy that like Kels is locked up. Like it's still
Like
it's
it's
fighting.
this what you gotta understand with me. I'm still dealing with my daughter, my child, who's fucked up. And this is why motherfuckers like this old smart dummy over there, and that side chick, none of them can ever understand. Because they rock that shit all day long, keep saying ass this, that, this. Y'all keeping that shit going. Because if they didn't speak about it, it wouldn't be keep going. But they speak about it because you need channels, you need growth now, this and that, and that's fine. But don't get mad when I speak on something and it's about my life. Because y'all invading my space and making my life into a different type of lifestyle. Because now I gotta watch the internet again, see what this shit is, watch my family. Because how this shit going with this motion, guess what? Azrael could be pulled back in on some shit because of life.
Wait,
I
wait, wait,
read
wait,
I
wait, wait,
read
wait,
real
wait. Why
well.
you say that? Why
I
you say?
read real well because of the motions. Did you read the motion? Read the motion.
Okay,
How she
okay.
worded it.
I see what you're saying. So they okay, 'cause
Exactly.
they might call her in and be like, "Did you get
Exactly.
the
Now
woo why?"
we need to exactly. Now
Yeah,
we need to hear
run it
this
back.
part and that part again.
Yeah,
Yes. So
I got
now when she thinking she moving her life on, this dummy done dragged her in there
you.
because he want to be on his YouTube talking about,
Got you.
oh yeah, I got this, and we seen that, and you seen his father there, his mother there, this and that. Man, we was visiting. My wife never stayed at that fucking house. My son never stayed at his house. What the fuck is he talking about?
But you know they
Like
might
this shit goofy.
because they
Huh?
saying they might pull you too because she ain't say your
Listen, I
name. But
promise. Listen to me. I promise you they ain't gonna call me.
uh,
Listen to me. I promise you.
So if Angelo is worried about his daughter getting pulled back in to have to testify again, why would it not be about the New York trial? Why would it not be about the New York trial? If what Tasha K did was not in the New York trial, why would Angelo be worried about his daughter being pulled back in to testify again? Ask yourself that. It's crazy, right? But when people say that they are fans or supporters of R. Kelly, man, sometimes you just have to look at these are the type of comments that people leave that say that they are supporters or fans of R. Kelly. If this is the type of support you give, man, this crazy. This crazy. It's okay to be concerned. It's all right to have concern. But if R. Kelly was doing something out of line, if he was doing something that was so far out of line, Jennifer Bongine would have been spoken already. She would have spoken about it. She would have told R. Kelly no more phone interviews. But the simple fact that everything that he's saying in these phone calls is public record. It's out in the public. It's in the newspapers. It's everywhere. None of the things that he's talking about in these phone calls are secrets. It was an investigation done. It is an affidavit out there. So my thing is this, man. People, if y'all just continue to fight, continue to push, continue to bring awareness, however you all feel y'all wish to do so. But when I see people like this saying that R. Kelly a damn fool, I have to remove myself away from them. Because these are the same type of people that's like the people that sat around R. Kelly that said they had his best interests at heart. But then he the one end up losing everything in the end. He ended up losing everything in the end. That's the problem. When R. Kelly wasn't speaking, everybody wanted him to speak. Everybody wanted to hear from R. Kelly. Now that R. Kelly is speaking, now people saying, oh, he's a fool. Oh, he sound crazy. Oh, he just trying anything to get out. It's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. But all of us that's watching this shit, hopefully, are at home, at home, or in our car, or at work, or out shopping, or out eating, doing what we choose to do. R. Kelly don't have a choice. This man get a few minutes a day out to talk on the phone or recreation time or whatever, but he back in a jail cell. The man say he having nightmares trying to figure out how his girlfriend knew all of these private conversations with him and his attorney, him and his other girlfriend. This man been trying to figure this shit out. And now that he's figured it out, damn, you mean to tell me a BOP officer was taking my information and sharing it with a blogger on YouTube, and the blogger on YouTube came out and told the star witness, you say Azrael ain't emailing R. Kelly? I got R. Kelly jail records. Clearly. From the YouTube blogger. I got R. Kelly jail records. Ask me how I got them. Man, let's just continue to pray. Let's just continue to pray for Chaos, man. Continue to pray for the Bongine law firm, and try to work and try our best to be on the right side of history. We just got to try our best to be on the right side of history. Peace and blessings to y'all, each and every one of y'all that came over. I didn't want to be long or drawn out, but this comment just bothered me when I saw it. And I see comments like this all the time. And then I go and I look and I'm like, well, this person have R. Kelly content and they talk about R. Kelly but then I don't understand it, man. I don't get it. And I guess it's just me. But I can't expect everybody to look at things the way I look at it or feel the way I feel about things, because I believe in being a stand-up individual, man. I believe in being real. I believe in being solid. I believe in being transparent. I believe in always staying the same, never changing, never wavering. And that's just where I'm at. I never come on here and tell you all that I'm something that I'm not. I don't know R. Kelly. I'm just a supporter slash a fan, just like everybody that comes in these chats. I just so happen to have a channel that I'm able to come on and have discussions about some of the same questions you all have, I have. Some of the same things that you all see, I see. I'm just a fan. That's it, that's all. That's it, that's all. What's going on,
What's up, nephew? I just wanted to
Nothing,
tap
man.
in real. I just wanted to tap in real quick, man. I won't be long, but I appreciate you having me up. I think people need to continue to focus as you have been focusing on putting the message out about the BOP and other things. Uh, as you talking about his support, we got to continue to stay positive and not look at the foolishness because
At all.
we know the devil is the author of confusion. But of course, as he brings the confusion, you can tell he understands that his time is up because the truth is coming out, and God will prevail on R. Kelly's behalf. And just stay vigilant, man, and stay prayed up and support him in the right way without no bullshit and you know not try not get caught up in the shit that ain't really necessary.
Fact.
Uh, and just be aware that when you get close to the end of the tunnel, there's light. So his star gonna be shining sooner rather than later, but we all know it's a process. So for him, he just needs to trust God, trust Bajin as he do a thing with the appeal process, and those of us that are on the outside continue to push and encourage and continue to join panels that speaking the truth and giving the information to the public, and just stay, like you say, stay on the right side of the right side of history, but at the same time, stay on the right side of not getting caught up in the bullshit.
Right.
You know, that's all I really want to add, bro.
You know,
I ain't really have much to say tonight.
I ain't want to be too long because I was gonna call you. I was gonna call you and J Rock most definitely, man. If I can get y'all
Okay,
on the line tonight, immediately after this shit go off, man, I need to
okay,
get you and J Rock on the line right
okay,
away. Uh,
okay.
but yeah, the main thing is staying focused. And like I said, man, this person left this comment under my video, and I'm like, damn, you say you're an R. Kelly supporter, but he's a damn fool for doing the interview. Then you say what Tasha K done wasn't in the New York trial. I'm like, what the fuck have you been watching? Where have you been? What rock have you been under?
That was part of the New York trial
It was
because she
all in the
wasn't.
New York trial.
Yeah, she wasn't in the Chicago trial. So at the end of the day, that's where that information all led up to. But at the same time, uh, like you said, if if it wasn't something that was already out, of course Bonjean would have told him, "Hey, stop talking."
Right,
Now it'd be different if some new information came out and he started speaking about that. Then that's where that would be a different situation and a sticky situation where she would come in and say, "Hey, you can't be giving this information out because we need to find out X, Y, and Z." So the information that's already out, all he's doing is saying, "Hey, this is what I'm feeling. This is what I know. This is what happened, so forth and so on." So it really ain't nothing new. So like you said, he damned if he do and he damned if he don't. But at the same time, you can only stay silent for so long.
right,
You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. And at the end of the day, of course, people have their right to their opinions, this, that, and the third.
right,
But don't be so well, I don't know what word I'm looking for. Uh, it's okay for him to speak because both cases are over. He just waiting for his appeal, and he ain't speaking on nothing that he don't already know. At the end of the day,
right. And then Bunjean would need to apply for therefore it would be in the appeal. Don't nobody know what's in the appeal.
Exactly. Well, if you really think about it, true, because at the end of the day, she don't say much. She don't talk. She
No,
let her pen. She let her pen do the talking for her.
facts.
You know what
Nobody
I'm saying?
knows what's in the appeal. She got so many angles that she can come with the appeal. We just got to sit back and wait on it. You know,
Exactly. Exactly. And at the end of the day, we all know the appeal process is it's a grind. It ain't something that happened overnight because you got to dot your I's and cross your T's when you going up in front of these appellate judges, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they look at it different compared to the lower court.
right?
You know what I'm saying? If something ain't right, they're gonna be like, no, this ain't cool. You know what I
And
mean?
and say to hear that man say, "I had a good chance of winning my trial. I had a good chance of winning my case, but that case was," and he said that chance was stolen from me.
Hmm.
He's because he didn't get none of this information until the trial was over with.
Well, and not only that, Big Vi, if you think about it with the whole mute R.Kelly situation and stopping his flow of money, that also took away his life and liberty to be able to earn a living because he could have had that money to use for experts and all this other kind of shit. And that's
Right,
why I say I think it's totally unfair. If you're going to trial, the government or any state entity shouldn't be able to stop your money for you to fight your trial because at the end of the day, if you don't have the funds to fight, the whole case become one sided any fucking way. That's not right. It's not fair. And at the end of the day, that's not even due process at all.
it's
So
crazy.
yeah, it's a sticky situation, but I honestly believe without a shadow of a doubt he gonna win both of them straight up.
Cause I believe both of them. When you talk about this BOP violation intertwined in both ways, and
Hmm.
and that's the biggest reason why I believe this shit is being protected the way that it's being protected because information was given in both situations.
Hmm. Hmm. And not only that, you think about with the so-called DVD/tape, you don't
Hmm.
allow no forensic expert to come and you deny that motion.
Yep.
That's a big thing right there because at the end of the day, it's been floating around, but it was not due to his call, you know what I'm saying? It was due to
Right.
everybody else's shit. And then if somebody come in 20 years later and say, "Oh, it's me," but it ain't you, but you doing it because the government got your back up against the wall for whatever you did to get immunity, I'll say it again. You don't need immunity if you stand on truth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but it's a grind, and I'm quite sure he's agitated and frustrated and so forth and so on. But he gonna be fine, man. He just have to be able to trust the process, and like I say, it's
Patient.
channels like yours, and that's continue to let people know this is what's going on and whatnot. And I think it's commendable because at the end of the day, this is what he asked, you know, for YouTube people to do and so forth and so on. And for those that come on panels and stuff like that, to speak the truth, bring the truth to light and not get caught up in the confusion and the BS and all this other kind of shit. Because at the end of the day, that don't solve shit anyway.
No, man. No, not at all. That's why, like I say, I ain't got a problem with nobody. I don't know shit about nothing. Someone asked me earlier about anything. I don't know nothing about nothing because I don't. I only know about the shit you see me talking about.
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly. Exactly. Some people want to make a mountain out of a molehill. At the end of the day, come on, stick with what's in front of you and not all the other shit that don't have nothing to do with it. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean?
Yep. So
Yeah.
I'm finna get up off here, Aunt man. I'm finna call
Okay.
you and hit J
Okay.
Rock, man, or hopefully we can get J Rock on there. But I'm gonna call you as soon as I get up off here, man, and
For sure.
chop it up, man.
Okay.
All right, everybody in the
All right.
chat, man. I appreciate you all for coming. I ain't want to be long and I ain't want to be drawn out with it today. This pretty much what it all was about. And like you say, man, you see this man. say shit like uh hey this was from Kendrick. Kendrick, he told R. Kelly he was concerned about his mental health from the first interview he did with Storm, and he was like, "Little bro, trust me, I'm not having a mental meltdown at all." He say, "And yes, thank God you are absolutely wrong." He say, "I
Mm-hmm.
just want my truth out there just in case. That's all, and that's it. So I don't need to settle down, little bro. You know why? Because I have God given truth on my side. Love you,
Mm-hmm.
bro. We got this."
Exactly. And last but not least, he said it's a spiritual thing. If you really, really look at it, and you brought this up the other day, you've said it on several occasions, for somebody to hate this man so bad for what? Irregardless of what his shortcomings were, and the bullshit that they put out that really wasn't true against him. If you hate somebody that much that you really don't know and you just going off a hearsay, that tells you how special that person is to the whom the God he know and serve. You see, sometimes God has to sit you down in public as well as in private because he's a celebrity. Yet the light gonna shine on him a little bit more brighter. But guess what? The man ain't said nothing bad about nobody. He ain't said nothing bad about the accusers. He ain't said nothing bad about the federal government. All he said is he wants the truth, and fair is fair at the end of the day. That tells you right there that it is nobody but God that put in his humble heart to say, you know what? I don't need to fuel the fire with evil thoughts or evil words towards people. Because at the end of the day, I know who has my back, and that's God Himself, in spite of all the shit. That tells you He is anointed for a reason, because it takes a strong person to go through the fire and not come out burned.
To say he's been through so much, his success. Well, I came across this earlier. Say, when you're passing through the waters, I will be with you. And when you pass through the river, they will not sweep over you. When you walking through the fire, you will not be burned. The flames will not set you ablaze. For I am the Lord your God, the Holy One of Israel, your Savior. So no matter what you're going through, God is telling you He's gonna be there with you. Long as you believe. Long as you believe, long as you continue to trust in the Lord and you know where your strength comes from, there's no need to worry. There's no need to worry. There's no need. Trust in that higher power. Trust in that higher power. Kale, be patient. Just a little while longer. Just a little while longer. Be patient just a little while longer. You all have a blessed, wonderful day. Until next time.